Okay, so the Heat switched this ball screen right here. Okay, stop. So if you're Kevin Love, Kyle Lowry's taking Giannis. You can't honestly think Kyle Lowry can stay with Giannis. You got to get over here in this gap now. Your left foot's got to be parallel to the block. Right foot out wide stance. When Giannis comes this way, I can get in the gap, stunt, recover. If my feet are set, I'm fine. But you're not there. If Jimmy Butler wants to go under this screen, he's got to go under immediately. You cannot, Jimmy Butler, look at him trying, he's trying to go over this screen first. Well, you're going to be about an hour late getting on the other side of this screen. Tyler Herro's got to rotate to the ball. Once this pass gets swung this way, you can't stand. I got to immediately get in here and in the gaps. My feet are set. I can stunt. I can recover. But Tyler Herro doesn't move. Like, you got to be here. So now Kevin Love has to step up. You're Duncan Robinson here. Do not look at Duncan Robinson. So instead of him getting up and actually guarding Connaughton here, he's looking at a screen right here. Look at him looking for a screen right there. Get up and guard. If this screen gets set, you're going to switch anyways. You're in a zone. You can't guard nobody in a zone. Jacques is going to have to get over here to Giannis so Thomas Bryant can get over here. With two people, you have two people guarding one in a zone. Let's do the math. Someone's open. Cam Payne. Okay, on a handoff, a fake dribble handoff, Orlando Robinson's got to take a step back and let Tyler Herro through right here. See, Tyler Herro goes over the screen instead of going under. So instead of you being right here and help, and Orlando Robinson can force Giannis into this help, you went over, have your back to the ball, and Giannis is going baseline. It's the same thing. It's a fake dribble handoff. Thomas Bryant is giving Kyle Lowry space to go under. So Kyle Lowry again goes over. So again, if he's under, he's right here and help. And Thomas Bryant can get right back up and force Bobby Portis into this help. But you went over, and now your back's to the ball. You're not in help. You got to get there if you're Tyler Herro. You can't be late. First of all, your back's not to the baseline. You're not in a defensive stance. I got to be over here in the gaps, feet set. See, look at Tyler Herro. You're late getting over here. So now this gap is open. Thomas Bryant is coming up, I guess, to trap Damian Lillard. Then Kevin Love's got to get up here in this backside help area. You're not worried about two passes away. There's no point in trapping here if you don't rotate. Look at how easy this pass is. Okay, so what are the Heat doing about this screen right here? Okay, because Chris Middleton, it doesn't matter if Chris Middleton slips the screen or not. If you're switching, you're switching. Kyle Lowry's immediately on to Chris Middleton. Jimmy Butler's here. Like, you talk and think about switching. Well, now we have two people going to Chris Middleton, no one going to Damian Lillard, and he's right to the rim. Gotta help. It's a mismatch down low. Middleton has a massive size advantage. Jimmy Butler's going to have to come down here and double. All right, let's stop it. Right, stop. You got to get down here and double, okay? And then Thomas Bryant would rotate up here, and then you'd come to the weak side of the floor. Kevin Love comes here. You can't possibly think Kyle Lowry can guard Chris Middleton in the post. It's a turnover in transition. Transition defense, I can't just stand in the middle of nowhere. I got to get to bodies right here. Kevin Love's got to get over here. Kevin Love's got to get... I don't know what Kevin Love's doing. You're just standing in the middle of nowhere. Another botch switch. First of all, it's wing to wing, so this is an easy switch. It has to be secondhand nature. Like, we're automatically switching, whether it's a slip or it's not. So Pat Connaughton slips. Tyler Herro isn't switching for I don't know what reason. How do you screw this up? Kyle Lowry's got to try and guard Damian Lillard here. I mean, right now, let's try and get in a defensive stance. Let's try and get our feet set. Let's try and be on the palms of our feet. Again, if we're just going to get cooked like this, then we need to get up and force Damian Lillard right here where Jimmy Butler is. Right here and help. I mean, Kyle Lowry, if his feet aren't set, he's not in a defensive stance, he's playing off his back foot, and you're not forcing him into help. Bucket +1. Okay, if you're hedging this screen and the Heat are hedging, Orlando Robinson has to be over the screen. You're not going under the screen, all right? And then you have backside help right here for Pat Connaughton's roll. You go under the screen as opposed to going over. So now Connaughton's just going to reverse the angle of the screen right here. Herro's hedging this way right to the rim for Giannis. You don't guard like this ever. Duncan Robinson's back's to the sideline. I'm over here. I'm in the gaps. My back's to the baseline. My feet are going to be set. I'm going to stunt. I'm going to recover. Duncan Robinson's got his back to the sideline. Josh Richardson gets cooked. You're not in this gap. That draws 400 defenders. Cam Payne for 3. Orlando Robinson. Josh Richardson's coming to help. Now, I guess he needs to communicate this, but you're giving Giannis this angle anyways. So why am I not just forcing Giannis into this help? And then you're going to help the helper and rotate down here. If you let Giannis, you got to get your hands off Giannis, because if he spins this way away from where this help is, you're not going to be able to slide your feet. You got to cross your whole body over. He's right to the rim. You're lucky that's not an and one. Not play off Giannis. This gives him a runway to the rim. I got to get, first of all, I have help everywhere, literally everywhere. So I need to get up. I cannot just let the first time I make contact with Giannis can't be in the paint. All right? Up, into help. But you let him get in the paint, and now no one can help you. First of all, with Giannis taking the ball here in transition, Tyler Herro must sprint back. It does not matter that you're guarding right here. You're going to need to be in the gaps, okay? And then dunk it, stop. And then Orlando Robinson can't backpedal. If Tyler Herro's not going to get back and be in the gaps, then it's going to be Duncan Robinson. We got to force Giannis this way. But you can't just backpedal and back. Like, you're not even guarding Giannis till he's in the paint. It's too late.